Hello, everybody. Welcome back up here. And it's 11:11 exactly up here by me. I just get a message that arrives. And it was like the phone light up. It was 11:11. Um, Here is comes that emotional roller coaster. And to be actually precise, maybe you guys can see at this. We are going to be at this positions of kind of like a turbo points, and those turbo points for everything goes upside down, right? You going on at that emotions. You go to this emotion drive. And if you look at it, the roller coaster, our emotions, they're going to be going from up and down. The reason is that the moon separating from Jupiter in there for is that energy of Jupiter. Uh, that energy of Jupiter is squaring uh, everything that it's going on Pisces, Virgo, and as the moon is going to be moved, she's going to begin to square everything on what? Aries, Libra. So with those energies in there, things are kind of like intense in a way. You're going to be able to see it. There's going to be a kind of like a visions at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You're going to see those charts in there. Like, oh my God, what it's coming. And you're going to be dealing with that energy at 3 o'clock that comes towards you at 7 p.m. So be mindful about those. And Karen, hi. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for coming into the chat to say hi. You guys can ask some questions if you got in there. But this is it. This is gonna be like a turbocharge emotions because of dealing with all this duality and so on and so on. You are gonna be dealing with all of a sudden with making a cardinal changes. If you have already made it, that's not gonna apply to you. Okay, but if you have not made it or have not finalized it, this is gonna be kind of like this pressure, because all of a sudden when the moon is gonna be moving, she's gonna put pressure and absolutely everything that can be there at that Virgo Libra pack, and at the same thing of Pisces Aries pack in there. So it's gonna be kind of like an interesting moment. Please stay calm. Please mind yourself and don't rush into something and based out of the emotions, because the emotions, they're gonna be high. The emotions is gonna be, it's kind of like oh yeah, I'm happy, I'm gonna go on the roller coaster, and you jumping in there, and all of a sudden what do you do when you get there? You are not fully prepared. You're for the first time going into this, and now this kind of like a stay away from. Personally, I'm advising you stay away from overreactions. Okay, you just relax on that roller coaster ride. You're gonna be able to learn a lot of things through that. Right. Okay, so with that being said, let's go hour by hour. You see a lot of red in there. That's kind of like a flashing light in there to it. As I said, this is gonna be at 7 o'clock. But if you're waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, that's gonna be even a little bit more intense right in here to show you all this. But as the day go at 7 o'clock, the ascendant is gonna be at together with the sun. The sun is gonna be rising, and pointing out that mid-heaven at Cancer, and that inner work is in the family. So if you have kind of like situations between a family and relationships, or relationships within between the family members, you're right now probably dealing with a lot of stuff. But if you put the love in there, if you healed already that for it, you don't have to deal with it, because the moon that is at 1 degrees of Scorpio is actually helping this. So this is what the power of Venus will be. The power of Venus, that's going to be the love of the joy that you get. Even if you are going into this ups and downs, you will see how Venus is going to be very much helping, even in the beginning, with the emotions. Because the emotions of the Gemini, they can be, oh, this person is not friendly, oh, that person is not friendly. But that can be applied also to your family members. Certain family members are not friendly to you, and now you are going into this emotional roller coaster over, right? Since Neptune and the Sun and Mercury and Lilith and then all the South Node is right in here on this rising point and that oppositions up here, it's pointing out to look at it in here. Look at it in the Virgo side, which is the Mercury, the communications, and the truth that is in there from within you, even though that you don't want to talk about this. Certain things you don't have to talk about it because you are going through tough moments, okay? You're going tough moments within you, right? But talking about the energy of the third quarter moon, which is the moon is going to begin to square the sun in there, that can be a lot of challenge because it's going to bring in at all this old energies. It's going to be bringing in all this old talks. We talk about this and so on. But if you overcome all those issues, here is this beautiful kite. That is what you see in it. You overcome it, you've been there, you've done that, you know how to act, you know how to react, you know how to control your emotions, and you've been healed. And for that energy of you being healed, coming in from Chiron towards the moon, you're healing these emotions. So the things that you need to work on it, they're gonna rise up as an emotions throughout the day. The thing that you've already been working on it, you're gonna be mastering. So it's gonna be a very beautiful. Enjoy the ride, okay? So with that enjoyment of the ride, let's going forward within the day. The midheaven is gonna be still in the Cancer. It's gonna be saying that this situations and relationships, family thing, too. But the ascendant is in divine energies with Saturn as the midheaven, and Mars is with Saturn. Wisdom. You're going to be applying is the wisdom. Oh, is that a good for me? Oh, no. Is that a putting a pressure to me? No. Is that works? No. Do I have to deal with this right now? No, because it doesn't work at this moment. That doesn't mean no. It's no forever. That's mean not at the current moment of time. So be mindful about these kind of like energies that gonna be rising up later on in the next hour, which is gonna be at 9 o'clock. There is a lot of synchronicities gonna be start turning in. You're gonna be making the use of this synchronicity that's coming to you. You're already gonna understand why you going through these situations. Oh, well, that's what I haven't listened. That's what I already worked out. So you're putting the puzzle together, okay? And when you put that puzzle together within you, you're gonna be like, okay, I know how this roller coaster goes. I've been there between. I know the loops, I know the big loop. Don't be scared of the big one because there's gonna be a time that you're gonna be totally upside down and it's gonna be in a turbo mode. Fast, right? For some of the people who are not used to it, to this, for them, it's going to be kind of like a challenging in there. But with the energies of the midheaven at Leo, you're going to be able to finding this synchronized energies as long as you stay positive within the love. Otherwise, that midheaven squaring Venus, it is about like Venus, you haven't done anything. Pluto, you have not changed, and you have not changed. If you're not change of those holding to those emotions and understanding the property within you, guess what? Things are repeating, right? So you're gonna have this repeating pull in this roller coaster until you learn. But you figure it out. It's like, you know what? It's time to figure these things out. It's time to get these things for it. We need to make these cardinal decisions in there from us, from within us. And as the time goes by, for 10 o'clock, that energy, that wisdom that was here, it's going to be kicking again from Saturn. ascendant that it's coming with Venus is pointing out to the North Node. I need to develop things within me, my future me. I'm developing myself. And that's what the North Node right now is going in to these positions. Powerful moments in there, but as you see it here, Mercury is speeding up towards the Sun. They only are 5 degrees apart. And this energy of 5 degrees, kind of like the South Node is 5 degrees from the Sun. Mercury is the 5 degrees from there. And you may be seeing it, messages like, oh, not again, I seen this and that. For your experience from the past, acting on the base of the experience of the past, is going to be telling you what road to take. It's like, oh, I've been on this roller coaster before. I'm going to be using it this right here. I know what happened the last time. Now I have the power and the wisdom that it's going to come in from Saturn is going to be helping you really, really out. Okay? Have you healed triggers? All right. Next hour at 11 o'clock, the ascendant is going into Scorpio, as the midheaven is going to be at Virgo. Beautiful, beautiful moments, because these emotions right here, they're going to call you and it's going to ask you, like, do you remember the divine energies? Do you remember this powerful here that you needed to be changed? Have you done the change? You've done the change, nothing going on in there. You learn it, you understand it, you improve yourself, you're ready for it. You actually gonna have this little bit of jiggling, kind of like a, yeah, woo, I'm on the roller coaster. Okay, let's have some fun. And everyone is going to be looking at you like, what the hell have you been smoking about? Right? So stay on that energy, because that energy is beautiful, it's powerful, it's connecting with Venus. And that energy is going to be kicking in to this. So it's all depend of you, right? In the next hour, of course, is going to be challenging. You see this duality. Oh my God, should I get into the next roller coaster? Should I get in there? Should I stay on there? Should I do? Should I go? You know, when you go to amusement park about the roller coasters, you want to try a few of them, right? So here is that midheaven at Virgo is like, oh, should I face my fears? Should I face this? Should I face that? The moon is still a Gemini in there, and that it points out towards Neptune. It's kind of like something deep from within you. It's going to be like, should I or should I not? Just do it. If there is a fears in there, just do it. But don't be doing it from anger, pressures, and so on and so on, and acting negative in there too, because that negativity is not going to be healthy for nobody. Particularly, we're talking about that. Here is that Min Lilith and Mars are squaring particularly the North Node. We're talking about this kind of like a sabotage situations that you probably did it from before. Basically, you failed to face your fears. All right. At 1 o'clock, the midheaven is with the authority time. There's a lot of pressures, a lot of things coming up from all over the place. Of course, the intuition is adding this. Maybe this, maybe that. You have to look at it and there what you're gonna authorize at this moment. You know, usually the people around lunchtime, it's around 1 o'clock. This is the time when it's kind of like I got this first part of the day. I have to make the decisions. This is what I'm going to be making in there. This is what I'm going to do. Now, if you acting on all those red lines up here, you're going to be missing to seeing the good. You see, this is a one of the things and at the same time, if you're not talking about this uncomfortable, truthful stuff, you're only seeing this things in there. You stay in kind of like a pink eyes and so on, without doing it the truth meanings. You see, everything is kind of like a beginning to point out this need of balance. Okay, balance to see the both sides. before you judge something, before you make this confirmations. And this is why those energy of Virgo Libra facing the Pisces Aries energies, and currently we have this Jupiter and the moon at Gemini, and Mars that is at Cancer, asking about this cardinal changes, evolutions of this duality into a cardinal change, making a one cardinal decisions and going forward. So with this, you're going to be making decisions, depends of what you are, it depends of your chart, and maybe some of those planets that trigger you in there, you will be probably know if you're putting what that is. If you need some help, there is an email above that. You guys can send me an email and we can do some review for you. But talking about the 2 o'clock, the pressure, it starts, begin to be felt. Why? The moon, it's at 28 degrees already. She's been squaring the sun and Mercury there. That 28 degrees is also with Pluto, lack of visions, fogginess, and so on and so on. And the thing that you are going to be seeing at is these divine energies of Pluto that it's coming. The divine is going to guide you, is about understand this and need to change to this. Understand this, it's coming because you did all this. So see it at the one, see what you have to, and go for it. Okay. As midheaven is at Libra, it's going to be opposing Chiron. That is at about certain patterns unhealed from something. What is that something? It's you. How you accepting things. You know, you may be accepting things about something and you put these pressures, and for you only the pressures exist. And guess what? You're missing to see this point. Or for you, maybe you see the good sides up here and you're missing to understand what is this coming from. So you can be able to have the balance within yourself. So with that kind of like of energy, that doesn't help a lot, as the ascendant is at Sag. It is opposing Jupiter, like of the growth in there, and it's going to be squaring Saturn. But that is a just a moment situation, just to remind you that do you have to grow in there? Through the duality, can you grow? Yes, you can, because you are able to see and understand the both sides of the road, and now you know where you're going. That is it, the beauty of this. All right, here is it come, 3 o'clock, that visions up here of these needs of cardinal changes. As the ascendant is at 1 degrees, it's going to be squaring the 2 degrees the sun, and it's going to be squaring here Neptune, who is at the end of Pisces, and of course the North Node. That together with opposing the moon in there is like, hey, intuition, you're not doing your job, you're not looking at this, you're not looking at that. Be mindful about those energies, because they can put you really, really into these fears. But as you see it, the moon is in divine energies with Pluto and Tennis in very beautiful trines with Venus, as these divine energies from Scorpio is leading in there. You're going to be testing on that. Those are the divine energies that comes from the shadow. It says like here, you have to go in there within you. So this energy is going to come at 7 o'clock. You're going to see it because that energy is going to be here with the midheaven at 7 p.m. because right now at 3 o'clock is going to be trigger. Pay attention to those triggers. They're healthy. They're going to be helping you out because you're going to be focusing on that love in there. You may haven't fully understand what love is, but the love it's coming and helps. The love it helps. It's like, hey, don't think about this negative emotion. Don't create these negative emotions. Don't get all this. Trust the love. And as the moon is going to be moving into Cancer, that's going to be a very powerful, strong love. And the love is going to be leading you to that roller coaster. All right, 4 o'clock. Divine energies is going to be coming from Jupiter and Chiron towards midheaven, pointing out that healing is going to be done. Venus is going to be there. The moon is going to be passing through there. This is going to be a very, very interesting moment. That is when you're shining divine light within the underground, your underworld. You're understanding what the hell is, so your stuff in there. The only thing here is you're probably gonna be afraid of that energies that it's gonna coming from Uranus. Uranus says like you need to look there. Don't look at me, look at it within you. I'm okay. I'm in the material world. I'm doing my work for you. I'm gonna be doing this work in the next few years. Right? I've been doing this work right now. Now it's the time you to bear the fruit. Right? Go, transform, change yourself, go authorizing this. Right? But you have to look it in there and don't go against me. Don't go against me. All right. 5 o'clock. That is going to be the ascendant with Pluto. Powerful, 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 powerful energies. I mean, this intuitions together with Pluto, these moments and all these energies of Aquarius, it is about igniting the new road, the innovations. You're finding the new patterns inside of you. You understand the new patterns one way or another, and those new patterns are developing you. This is all about powerful. We're talking about midheaven. You may be talking, you may be communicating, you may be reading, you may be looking at deep inside of you. You are going to this awakening process. This is a powerful awakening process. You're going to awaken with the good or the bad, however you want to choose. However, this divine energy is here that it's going to be coming in there for this divine purpose. You to be awakened to the reality. And in the reality, in there, like it or not, in the reality, you have to talk about the positive, the good, the inspirations. But don't put her aside the talks that you need to do about this uncomfortable talks, about the truth within the reality. Don't close, don't be blind in there. And this is a for that when those triggers is gonna comes in, how you gonna be act and react on those triggers, seeing the truth, and the truth is lying where? With you. All right, 6 p.m. The ascendant goes into Pisces, midheaven. It's in Sag. It is opposing Jupiter. You see it that in the ascendant earlier. It's coming to tell you, okay, you're gonna be dealing with duality, sir. You're gonna be dealing with in this, and at the same time, the moon, it's already at 1 degrees 12 minutes. That energies of here with within Neptune and with the Sun and all this pack here between Virgo and Libra is beginning to go crazy because all this is under that fire right now. And with Mars has been putting more fire, this is kind of like you feeling like the gasoline is gonna be put into the fire. The roller coaster gonna brings the speed. It's gonna be speeded up. How can I react myself into the intense energies? You go ahead and sing Hakuna Matata, okay? And go for it. Go through them. If you've been growing up, if you've been done the right stuff, with all these transformations, you're gonna be singing Hakuna Matata. Yeah, I'm sure some of you will. All right. Well, there is always, the past can come back in there for, and here I was talking about 7 o'clock. This whole thing is gonna be really put the pressure, the squeeze. It's kind of like you are going really up, 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 but right now you're like that hump in roller coaster, and with that hump in there is like, oh my God, who put me on this? Yeah, there's gotta be some work, but if you use, as I said, the love with the moon, and the moon is in divine energies with Pluto, all there's positive energies just comes in towards you. However, The rest of the stuff, they're going to be highly intense. They are going to be highly intense. And this is why I'm advising you, be mindful what do you do here at 7 p.m. What are you saying? Where are you at? What are you actually processing? If there is something related from work or inner work on yourself, okay, just stay calm. Or think Hakuna Matata. All right. So you went through the hump one way or another. Those energies is gonna comes in very powerful, strong. There is the divine energies towards Lilith. But right now the pressure is gonna come on. But as the more pressure is coming, the rite is not done yet. The rite has not been completed yet. But you see it right in here that things are lining up somehow, some way. Things that they're gonna be they're gonna be work on it. If you already work on those high pressures, they're turning into this positiveness inside right now. You dealing with those, bringing it in this transmutations of those energies. You take in the negative, you learn the lessons, and you turn into positive. Then you see another negative, you take it, you change it, turning into a positive. And that was going to help you, the power and the awareness of understanding. Very, very powerful, good moments. All right. It's astrology, guys. You see it. And I'm just, so happy to see this powerful energy there. I mean, look at that's the inner work for Pluto. As it these transformations, I was talking the previous hour, you're gonna be like flying off. You're gonna be getting it in there. Those who had no courage to step it up to this, they're gonna be missing all this. Why? There's like, oh well, there is no love. Oh well, my intuition tells me that this is not right. My intuition tells me that there is no point for new beginning. My intuition tells me that I don't see the things. Yeah, right. And the intuition is going to tell you there is no balance with the authority. The authority doesn't authorize this. So here is, I'm not going to take in all this. I don't believe in all this. And that's how he fell. But if you've seen it this, you catching it in that. You changed it. You transformed in there. You did that from the previous hour and the whole day, actually. You're going to be feeling the rewards within you. You're going to be feel free, happy. Maybe not everything is going to be okay. Not everything has to be okay. But you did a good work. You did good work on you. Work of understanding your emotions. All right. Talking about 10 o'clock, things are getting kind of like interesting with this. It's kind of like you feeling this emotions of anger. It's coming together. Why? Well, the moon and Mars, it's kind of like a beginning to packing forces together. And since the moon is right now with Cancer, she's still affecting the things that are going within Pisces and Virgo, but not that much. She's going to be more fading out of those energies of the dualities, going into this cardinal movement. But what are you going to do on this cardinal movement in there? That is going to be, depends on your ability to believe in love and that transformations that you've been done. That's what is going to be looking at. And in the next hour, as the ascendant is going to be going with the moon and Mars right in here, this is what we are going to be dealing with tomorrow. Okay? Lack of balance, lack of communications, lack of, because of the past energies. And here is, you're not arriving into your future self. But if you did the proper works with love, boy, how that goes. Beautiful, isn't it? If you're authorizing all these energies, how that's gonna go for you. So all this positiveness is gonna comes in, but at the same time, tomorrow is gonna be this kind of like a volcano. I won't be surprised if in the news there's gonna be the kind of like a volcano blowed up. Usually the moon and the Mars when it comes in, it's either situation and so on. But one thing, hello sunshine, thank you for coming in. One thing you have to be, if you're going to sleep at 11 o'clock, don't go out to the bed with that kind of like an anger emotions, because the warrior and the intuitions of fight and war right now, you're going to be fighting within the relationship, you're going to be fighting within yourself, and those inner fights, they're not going to have any positive outcome while they're coming in for it, so you can be able to change yourself and focus on the positive outcomes that it's coming towards you. So seeing it in this in there, as the midheaven is in Pisces, which is the inner work right now, that is a divine energies with what? With the sun. You are authorizing that divine energies at night. When you know what, I maybe not did the best things that I got. Maybe I didn't did the best thing, but I did some of the inner work good for me. And thanks the divine energies, thanks to God, I'm thankful about it. Because this spirituality, those emotions here is what they're connecting. Your inner work that you're gonna be finishing in there, it's connecting with Venus and love. And that energy is with the moon, that is it, Cancer. But Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer in there, this is all emotions, deep emotions. So you're gonna have this deeper love emotions, they're gonna be very beautiful, or you're gonna be choosing to put more gasoline into the fire. And that gasoline in the fire is not gonna help you if you go with that energy, because with that energy that you're gonna go, that negative side in there, you're gonna be waking up with this, because I'm gonna be shifting you out at 7 o'clock in the morning, so you guys can see it what I am talking about. So be mindful, as right here that inner work at 7 o'clock tomorrow, that energy here is gonna be intensified. So this is why it's important to understand this roller coaster of emotions, train your emotions is in there, and give it a shot of understanding those emotions and change them. But you need to understand the both, the positive and the negative, and then enjoy and sing Hakuna Matata. Okay, guys? That's all I have for you. If you guys have some any questions, you guys can ask now. All right. If there is no questions, I'm gonna be giving you some the gifts of love. Take it as much as you need it, guys. I will be talking to you the next time. So I want to wish you good luck, and I will see you. Be love, guys.